All right, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Can everybody hear me? Give people a couple seconds. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. All right, one last time in 3 2 1. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. All right, good. All right, everybody, welcome back to Orange Juice Gaming. Last time we did a lot last time in Endwalker. Oh yes, by the way, before I get started, recapping what we did last time, spoilers. Big spoilers ahead. All right? Okay? If you wish to leave, the door is there. Go to it. I mean, you can't physically go to it, but you know what I mean, all right? Leave. Last time, we tried to make an alliance with Garlemald. That failed. And, Fandaniel has took over Zodiark's body. Then he killed himself as well in order to to cause the end of the world, because apparently Zodiark was secretly left on the moon to keep everybody else alive. Yeah. I was surprised. And also, the contingency that Heidelin had for all this was to have people escape from the moon using a spaceship that is the moon, that is being run by a bunch of jackrabbits. I sound like I'm on drugs, don't I? So this time we're going to continue learning about the Loporrits and everything, and yeah. Yeah, we're going to just see what awaits us next as we try to prevent the final days now. But before we get started, if you haven't already and you enjoy what you see so far, make sure to leave a follow here on Twitch, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me over on Twitter to stay up to date for when I go live next. Let's get started. Welcome to Q Hell. I'm back in Q Hell. I can't believe that this happened. I didn't expect it, but I got it. I should have foreseen this, because for the past few days, everything seemed to have been going, fine whenever I was logging in at like midnight or whatever. Not so much anymore. I'm assuming this is because of Pandemonium. That's what I'm going to assume. So hopefully you guys will bear with me as we are tortured by this loading screen. Hopefully you guys... Anyways, I think I'll take this time to ask you guys how your day's going. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. I'm having a great one as well. Oh, there we go. It's moving. But, yeah. It's gonna be one hell of an adventure once we actually get into the game. You know what? That's fine, because you know what? I'm gonna be adding more time. All right, that we're gonna be playing to however the fuck many minutes it takes to get in. So everything's fine. Right now it's 5 minutes. Or 6. But yeah. Oh, there we go. See, we're still moving. We're still moving. We got this, guys. We got this. We don't got this. I still can't get over this chess piece. What the fuck is this? Design, like, Jesus. They made it bad on purpose. I swear to God they did. Well, I mean, story-wise, it makes sense. Hey, there we go. 1,738. See, we're making progress, guys. We're making progress in the queue. You know what's good is that I haven't heard anything about Error 2002 in a very long time, which tells me that it's either been phased out entirely or that it's no longer a problem. What confuses me right now is how the server is so congested right now. Because, as far as I'm aware, the only thing that's out right now that's brand new is the Pandemonium Extreme raids. And I don't think that everybody's going to be playing those. So this must be a spillover from the Endwalker time period to now? Or something of the sorts like that. Because, you know, a lot of people didn't get to go into the queue or didn't have the chance to go into the queue. Because, you know, they kept on getting kicked out and just gave up. But yeah, I'm excited because since last time I was here, I went ahead and I went around and I collected some more of the wind currents that are here in Mare Lamentorum. Yeah. And that was great. I feel like I calmed down a little bit about the Loporrits, you know? Like, before, I was very pissed about them. Because it's like, bruh, this is your contingency plan? These fuckers? But if I follow what Eorzea was saying, and, you know, like, the more I think about it, it's like, they seem to be hardworking individuals. It's just they weren't given everything. Mainly because, they're rabbits. And no, not like the bunnies, the bunny gals and boys that we now have. I'm talking about, like, just rabbits. Not humanoid ones. God, I wish I could tell, like, a story to pass the time for this. Because, my god, we've been at 1,738 for, like, what? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 5 minutes, I'd say. You say my connection is excellent, yet I don't see it being excellent right now. This queue is a pain in the ass. Like, I have to... Yeah, no, fuck it. So it looks like we have... 1, 2, 3, 4... At least, like, maybe 4 quests left until in the level 84 category. Oh my god, will you fucking move already? I have to really resist the urge to just press cancel and say yes. Because I've been waiting all week to get back to this game. And this is how I open it up, and this is how it treats me. Disgraceful. Move already! My god. Thank you. Thank you, you moved. Although you should have moved 200 at this point. For the amount of time that it took to wait for that. Until one person leaves. Okay, let's not go that far, Skyro. Come on. Thank you. I'm back. I'm back in. Alright, now where were we? Okay. Now where's the next quest again? We were conquering Chocobo. Okay, dude. Okay. Ah, I went in the right direction, surprisingly. And actually, this isn't a Chocobo, but sure. Whatever you say, man. Oh, God. The Kingdom of Chocobos will be found and confiscated with their Geshial greens. Oh, God. You know what would be a great protagonist for a Final Fantasy game someday? A fucking Chocobo. I don't know if they've done that in a side game or something, but they need to do that. Oh yeah, actually, isn't there like a Chocobo racing game coming out soon? A Chocobo class? No, I mean like just straight up you play as a Chocobo. You are the Chocobo. The Chocobo is you. No, leave me alone! I'm sure some fetish game in Japan exists for that. Oh god, that'd be fucked. Alright, time to move myself. Did Eorzea seem strange to you? More so than usual, I mean. I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's alright? Yashol and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up to him. Alright. Finally, we get started. But yeah, I'm sure that they're... you're probably right, Skyro. There probably is some kind of a game out there like that. But then again, wasn't there like Chocobo Dungeon and stuff like that? So maybe it actually does exist. This place is still gorgeous to me. Although the doors are very... How would I say? They're larger than they need to be. Let's put it that way. God, I hate my outfit right now. Eorzea, what the fuck you doing? What you up to, dude? You being sus again. Like, can this guy never not be sus? He's always up to some shit. He is sus for a living. I mean, first Heaven's Ward, then Shadowbringers, and now this. I swear to God, if they break the fourth wall and just go like, nah, I'm fine, dude. I'm actually not up to anything. I'd actually be surprised. But yeah, now we're going for an extra hour now. Hour and a half, actually. Oh god, not this again. We gotta hide. We're doing Assassin's Creed move style shit. Okay, okay. Gotta hide from Eorzea. God, I have nowhere to hide right now. Which hurts the most. Thank God. Finally giving me some cover, huh? I kind of like the stealth missions, though. You know, like, they give a different factor to the game. What? No one's here. I ain't here. I don't know what you're talking about. What? Okay, this one seems to be the easiest one so far. Yep, we got there on the first try. Holy shit. Nailed the stealth there.
Thine arrival is timely as ever.
Oh god, what are you up to? I thought I would be proven wrong.
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume?
Oh, yeah. I heard that. Is that what this is about?
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity?
You just kind of give off that vibe, dude.
And Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life. I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Minfilia. One life for one world.
Yeah.
And by that bloody bargain, brokered by my hand, were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter.
Yeah, but think about it this way. The first would never have
Was beyond measure.
been saved if it wasn't for her.
Unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives. Ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians.
Oh god, yeah, I remember that.
In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today.
Bro, you weren't even there, man. Nobody could have predicted that they would have attacked us like that.
Regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass.
I agree with that. Amen.
Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Sometimes there's no right answer.
I am not alone in my discomfort, then? 'Tis surprising, though perhaps not. We Scions are wont to debate strategy at length, but are resolute and unwavering in execution. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly.
Oh shit. You didn't hear that?
I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts.
Did he drop foul language?
I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual
Bro, I use foul language all the fucking time. What are you talking about?
A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
They're hiding behind a rock. Oh, great. Living way.
No matter. We've got our plans.
What are they doing? Living way, why are you being sus? In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own, a plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May, I say, for there is no guarantee of success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone. That failure should have come, would be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standest before me with preferred hand, hope, and heart. 'Twould be remiss of me to refuse thy amity, and so I ask, wouldst thou join me in mine endeavor? Hey. God damn it. I thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan in truth. We shall not be long away from Bestway's burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people of Eorzea. To make clear our resolve to the Loporrits, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. Do we get to fight something on the moon? Because I've been kind of waiting for that. I mean, granted, we fought stuff on the moon before, but still. You know what I mean. Ah, an abundance of sponjoy. Excellent. I chanced to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiac's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by the Pneumo, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requireth considerable concentration, however. Might it prevail upon thee to stand watch whilst I perform the incantation? Oh, great. Alright, time to get out my good old trusty chocobo here. Yeah, but in all seriousness, you just heard me grabbing this and then just, like, accidentally, like, dropping it. It was already empty, though. They opened a quick check next to my house and I'm gonna spend so much needless money there. Why? What's a quick check, by the way? Never heard of that. It's an app? Okay, well, what's the app do? I've never... Quick check... Oh, you mean the quick check rewards card? No. Do you know what a Wawa is? No. I don't know what a Wawa is. Never mind. I don't know what you're talking about. They're convenience stores. Oh, okay. Oh, are they done? New Jersey and East Pennsylvania are rampant with Wawas. Quick Check is a competitor of theirs? Ah, okay. There, 'tis done. A magic ink. Rare is the occasion I would conjure mine own, but is nevertheless a most useful skill. The resulting product is, admittedly, possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Loporrits will appreciate. Eorzea, oh thank goodness, I thought you had been eaten or had perhaps fallen into a creature. Y'shtola has been looking all over for you, Orange. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent, dire even. I hope you like the voice that I'm giving Living Away here. She was also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Orn alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind, Eorzea. But worry not, it just so happens we need your help with an errand, delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Bestway's burrow. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we poor Loporrits, and we would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. Phew, good. I mean, yes, very good. Let us not keep you then. She said she would be waiting for you in Greatest Endvale, or somewhere thereabouts. I'm sure you'll find her soon enough. Worry not, Orin. I shan't be long. I think Eorzea is probably the most consistent voice that I have. And you want to know why? It's pretty simple. There's a very simple explanation as to why. His stands out the most out of all of the fucking accents in this game. Why? Because he's being fucking Shakespeare over here. But, what does Quick Check off and, Wawa's offer that, regular convenience stores don't, if I might ask? I'll give you a minute to answer. Alright, whatever. Nothing really, they're just their own brand of stuff. Wawa has great hoagies, cheap liter bottles of water, and candy and pineapple croissants. Quick Check has anytime spuds, which are less breakfasty hash browns that my fat ass shouldn't be eating, and better sweets than Wawa. Ah. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, let's see what Y'shtola has to say. Oh, Orin, we thought you would be away for far longer. A dire emergency? I said no such thing. But as you are here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Running Way, a companion of Growing Ways, apparently has much to tell us of the final days. The problem, however, is that he is determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for us to hold a conversation. Is there any... Quick Check has more self-checkout kiosks, too, which is great for me because I hate talking to people at the store. That's fair enough. I'm sure that they hate talking to you, too. They do. Sounds about right. I mean, to be fair, they do that to everyone. It's like, I hate being here. Unless if you're there for long enough and you enjoy it so much, in which case I don't blame you. I have a friend who's like that too. I hate being here, but it pays my bills. Exactly, that kind of attitude. Is there anywhere he's likely to stop and rest, or perhaps there's a way to slow him down? What's the rush? I was thinking we should wait here, maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice and... No? Well, if it's really that important, you can try using these balls of moose flesh. Not to be confused with the other thing. Ahem. Running Way's other notable feature is his incessant chatter, so you'll have no trouble finding him in a crowd, and when you do, try lobbing your ball at him. Crude, but if it proves effective, he was here in Greatest Endsvale last I saw him. Let us split up and find him. Okay. So apparently we're throwing balls at a fucking tiny jackrabbit. This is normal. Oh god. No. No. Did I hit him? I hit him. Ah, what happened? Oh. Oh. Never mind. Sorry. I missed him. Oh! Ow, that's smart. If this was meant to be a joke, it isn't funny. He scared the shit out of me. He literally almost, like, teleported over there. Yo, you okay, man? Poor guy. Yes, I'm running away. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your balls of moose flesh? I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. Ha, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if we've got time to look into the final days when there's so much to do before the great voyage. It's true that Heidelin did impart to us some knowledge of the event, but I know as much as any other lawbird around here, less probably. I don't know why anyone would think it's funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, but they better hope I don't get my paws on them. Sorry I couldn't be of more help, but if there's nothing else, I'll have work to do. And I'm off. So does running away just literally just run around all day? like in circles? That'd be funny if that was the case. Alright, you still have got some explaining to do. I could find neither hole nor hair of him. How did you fare? He didn't know shit. So, he knows no more than the others. Care to explain yourself, Growing Way? But, well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it. I misremembered. Terribly sorry about that. I'm afraid I'm drawing a blank, though. Try as I might, I can't remember who I was thinking of. On an unrelated note, what of Eorzea? I assume you spoke with him earlier, but did he say when he'll be returning? On his way to the Watcher's Palace with the Living Way? Between Growing Way's sudden lapse of memory and our lack of other leads, maybe our time would be better spent lending Eorzea a hand. But what? Now hold on a moment. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. The information you're looking for is in the archives. Yes, that's where you'll find all sorts of useful knowledge, including that pertaining to the final days. Somebody's trying to hide something. Oh, what to do. I promised Living Way I would help, but... No, I promised I'd help, so that's what I'll do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza, the eastern wing. Follow me. I suspect the Loporrits are up to something, but there is ought to be learned of the final days. I think it best be we play along, for now at least. Oh, God. Oh, hey, look at that. We got Ethernet current quests now. These weren't here before. Oh, I thought that was a door. That's pretty much, but yeah, that attitude I'm familiar with. The I hate that I'm here. But it pays my bills, so I'm here. I just wish that they could find a better way to do it, you know? You know, like better pay would probably help those kinds of workers, but I don't know if it really would. I've never worked retail, so... Alright, let's try this elevator over here, because I think that's the only way to get through. Upper Burrows. Yep, here we go. This music is nice in this area. What other knowledge do you suppose we could glean from their archives? Oh, wait. Growing away. The archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll just have to go and find whoever has the key. Growing away enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here as, well, you know. Did you yourselves not tell us we must act quickly? Yes, we did, but the moon was to be a perfect paradise for the people of Eorzea, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hoped you'd see the wonders we have to offer, but you found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential, so others must be kept here. Ah, so that's Living Way's game. Run us about in circles and, failing that, lock us away so we can't put the plan at risk, everyone except Eorzea. He understands what is at stake, what must be done. I feel you misjudged us, Growing Way. Never have we decried the notion of using the moon as a means of escape. That said, my heart breaks the thought of abandoning Eorzea and her reflections to their doom. If there is a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would be never at the expense of your plans. But why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Eorzea will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Are you serious? You want me to fight the cute little bunnies here? Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. If we dally. They'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene when where Argos awaits outside. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm so sorry. You're too cute. I'm so sorry. This hurts. Why are you doing this to me, game? Alright, come on. I would come quietly growing away, but you're kind of trying to force us to do something we don't want to do. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I do feel like there is one thing about those types of jobs that I just can't stand. It's like... And I don't want to... I'm not trying to make this sound bad, but like... Well, you chose that job, right? So... I mean, sure, you didn't know what you were signing up for, probably. But I'm pretty sure that you knew, for the most part. It's good you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find Eorzea.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Eorzea and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Yeah, I can't either.
But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
I'll say that much.
Oh, bugger!
Oh, God.
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure.
Give me housing on the moon.
It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Hell, if we have to do another firmament, I'll do it.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
You that dumb?
Names are an expression of the self. declaration of one's hopes and aspirations.
Angrid's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Eorzea is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing!
Singing way.
We Loporrits were born of Hydaelyn's love for Eorzea. That shining, shimmering blue jewel.
Are you gonna sing opera for us?
Brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes for all of us, don't you see? So help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe.
I'm afraid that's not gonna happen, bro.
If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
I don't think you can make it right. I think you get the wrong source of information.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides. Singing way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Eorzea are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man,
And there are new ones being made every day, so.
and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers.
Like me.
And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Pudding way. Does he eat pudding? Does he make pudding? What? Why? Hi everyone. Can you see me yet? Hi everyone, I'm back. Just as I was laughing at this name. The stream just shuts off on me. Karma, I guess. Oh god. Alright, I'm back, yeah. Pudding away.
Pudding.
How are you gonna answer this one?
Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure. But one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words.
Well said. Well said, Urianji.
Judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate.
What the fuck? What do you mean?
And living way.
And that smirk too. What the
It's no
fuck?
easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One
Oh, yeah, I
day,
hated those people.
I posed to her a question of mine own. What does it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
Okay, he saved it. I was gonna say.
I want to understand, but
But what? What don't you get?
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment.
Aw.
For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Eorzea. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they
Yep.
do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations.
Like a housing
More
district.
importantly, it shall empower
Please give me a
us
housing district.
to find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order.
Okay.
Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort.
Oh yeah, I agree. That's the last resort.
To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home.
Speaking of which, are we even gonna go there?
I have
Or
every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
yep.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind. If being the operative term.
Gotcha. Oh. Flower. Oh my god. That flower, how came it into your possession? You gotta stop doing that, dude. How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions which remain a mystery even to us. In our time, we called it Elpis. You would do well in to remember the name. Alpa's flower.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Yeah, you do. And also trying to, knock us out.
You've been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Etheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts.
And maybe not try and knock us out.
Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Yeah, who?
Agreed. The Charlayan Forum, yes?
Okay, good. You're not dumb too.
How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
I agree. And get me out of this fucking jacket. Still pisses me off. "'Twas a relief to see Livingway was pleased with my gift of ink. To serve and serve well, though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is a blessing without peer. It will be no easy task to prepare them for what must needs be done, but gladly do I embrace this duty, even if it doth necessitate that we part ways for a time. Forgive me my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you, and all our fellow scions. When next I return to Etheris, I pray I find you all in good health and good spirits." Alright. With the Loporits in Urianje's capable hands, we needn't worry about affairs in our absence. Knowing now the face of their earthly collaborators, there is much to discuss with Alphino and the others. Let us return to the Tower of Babel. Our battle for the star will soon begin in earnest, and we must be prepared. Prepared. Yes, let's go back. Goodbye, Moon. Also, I need to say something. It's half in shadow. That's kind of cool. Oh, we're going back the way that we came. Gods, I can scarcely believe we went to the moon and back, but we'll have time to reflect on that later. Right now, we need to head back to Camp Broken Glass and deliver a thoroughly detailed report to Lucia. I'd like very much to know how everyone is getting on here as well. They'd only just begun to treat the tempered prisoners when we left. I share your curiosity, but warning our allies of the final days is of far greater importance. I speak not only of the contingent, of course. The heads of state of every nation must know what we have learned. We know not when or where, in what manner the final days will begin to manifest, and so we must see that everyone is prepared. Agreed. Though I may wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into a panic. Not that anyone in a position of responsibility should need to be told as much, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first, to Camp Broken Glass. Back to Garlemald. It's been a while since I've been here. Alright, let's teleport to to Camp Broken Glass because I'm lazy. Let's be honest. Here we go. That was interesting, though. The moon was fun. Not what I expected to find up there. Alrighty. Lucia, you got some shit to talk about. It's the end of the world. Oh, God. We've done what we can for now, and believe me, we intend to tell you all about it. But before we do, might you tell us what's become of Garlemald in our absence? We succeeded in subduing the Tempered inside the Tower of Babel. We took many alive, but combined with those who were already in our custody, the number requiring care has grown exponentially. The inclement conditions here have made it difficult, if not impossible, to treat them all here, and so we have petitioned the aid of the allied nations. Some are understandably hesitant for assistance, particularly those that were but recently subject to imperial occupation. That said, several others have agreed to grant them refuge for treatment. With the assistance of your fellow scions, we endeavor to see them safely transported and subsequently cured of their tempering. Will all the temper be relocated? Not at all, no. We have sufficient shelter to attend to those whose treatment has begun, and enough healers have volunteered to remain until their patients have recovered. Julius is one such patient, though he is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and those in his company were not harmed in the chaos. If not for Alphino and Alisae's timely assistance, I dare say none of them would be with us today. In light of recent developments, have the Alliance leaders come to any decision regarding Garlemald? No? Given the tremendous ramifications of what has happened here, it will take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the provinces. We have other news to share. Shortly after Anima was defeated, we received reports that each and every tower has vanished. For a mercy, the process was apparently not quite as violent as that you experienced in Thavnair. Those who were trapped within them have been rescued and are receiving treatment. To hasten this effort, the beast tribes have received instruction in the magics needed to cure tempering. You taught the beast tribes magic? Nice. Master Matoya is no doubt thrilled the mother Porksy affords her so many visitors. Yes, we are grateful for our ongoing efforts, as well as of those of our comrades near and far. As for the contingent, several of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands after the transfer of Tempered has been completed. Lucien and I will remain, along with a small force to continue offering aid to those here in Garlemald. The Empire may be no more, but there are yet those who call these lands home. I believe that accounts for recent events here. So, what of the moon and the Telophori? Well, the world's gonna end? Kinda? It's a long story. The final days, gods, I prayed your victory would mark the end of our troubles. There's still much we do not know, but the Alliance leaders must be told. Would you be willing to contact them in our stead? Yes, of course, I will send word forthwith. We'll also release your fellow scions from their present duties that they may return to Charlian. Your energies are better spent finding a means to avert the coming apocalypse. Speaking of your fellow scions, you will be happy to hear that Mistress Kryle, though still on the mend, has been moved to Baldician Annex and given into Taturu's care. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both upon our return. Let us be on our way, then. One last thing, if I may. After your confrontation with Zodiark, you said Xenos took his leave, and in all likelihood he has returned here to Garlemald. If I have a mind to dispatched scouts to try and ascertain his whereabouts, but first wished to ask if you believe there is merit in doing so. If they found him, they will not likely live to tell the tale, let's be honest. That boy looks like a fucking emo rocker right there. I suppose you're right. To dispatch good soldiers in pursuit of such a beast would be to send them to their deaths. Pray forget I entertain the notion. While on the subject of Xenos, the 10th Legion has made an official proclamation. They denounced the Crown Prince and condemn his role in the Empire's downfall. His very title has become a source of shame among his former subjects, and its continued use serves only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, he has been declared as Xenos Viator Galvus, outcast and enemy of Garlemald. Really? Fandaniel is no more, and now his own people turn against him. It seems he's not but his bloodlust to keep him company. Better that than any army to see it. Sated. At any rate, I will not keep you longer. I pray you safe passage back to Charlian. Okay, great. Back to the Baldician Annex. That was fun. I am glad. Actually, I'm not glad at anything. Everything's dying. I'm not happy. Oh, Crow, hi. Welcome back, Orin. We were so terribly worried about you, though it is plain I have caused my own fair share of worry, and for that I apologize. Heidelin called to me that day when you entered the Tower of Babel. Her pleas were faint but desperate, and I knew at once she required a vessel to carry out her will. What came after felt like a dream barely remembered, my body flowing through the life stream toward Garlemald. When I was regained consciousness, I was all aches and frostbite, exhausted of ether, so exhausted, in fact, I could only laugh, for it was in that moment I understood Raha's weariness from the Tower of Zot. Would that I could laugh at a time like this. Though we prevented Zodiark from being unleashed upon the world, I am curious to know what else took place there on the moon. Yeah. Perhaps we should wait for the others to join us before you give your account. Let us reconvene in the main hall once they arrived. Alright, let's talk about this. Sorry to have kept you all waiting. Not at all, we understand you've been quite busy. Will Eorzea be joining us? He's still on the moon. Duty keeps him away, I'm afraid, though Orin can explain way better than I. I am feeling the urge to use glamour. I can't even see my face anymore. The final days as befell Amarot. Yep. And we are to escape via the moon? What are the source and its reflections? I have no intention of standing by while the world falls to ruin. So, how do we stop this? Unfortunately, we have no answers at present. If the celestial currents have grown stagnant, as was the case in the time of Amarant, the solution would be to alter the flow of ether throughout the entirety of the star. The ancients accomplished this by summoning Zodiac, sacrificing half the star's population in the doing. But it should go without saying that such a sacrifice cannot be repeated. Which leaves us with the final daunting task of identifying the underlying catalyst for the final days, a feat which even the Amarantines could not accomplish. The final days of Amarant will be shrouded in ruin. Zodiac will urinate over its people. God damn it, Skyro. Unfortunately, we found no clues in Mare Lamentorum. There is still much we do not know about the catastrophe itself, let alone what may have caused it. The final days were marked by the corruption of the Amarantines' creation magic, but we command no such power, which invites a question. What havoc is in store for us? If we knew that much, perhaps we could draw some parallels with the events of the past and thereby form some semblance of a plan. Perhaps we could start with the Forum. Having worked with Loporits in secret all this time, there is surely more they could tell us. Forgive the interruption, but I have urgent news. The Forum is holding a public assembly in the plaza outside, some sort of announcement. What is Father up to now? There's only one way to find out. Yep. Yep. It's about to happen. She's about to go down. He's gonna reveal it all.
Order, I say.
That's not how you say that. This is how you say that. Order!
I thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Sharlayan, nay, of this very star. Said affairs concern all citizens, and so we have called for a public assembly.
The truth's about to be spoken.
You may have heard rumors of the Talopheroi and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders. The final days, however, are another matter altogether.
Yep.
For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The Endbearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
The Endbearers. Who are the Endbearers?
Is it true? Will all that really happen?
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first...
First what?
Give voice to the voiceless. Let bindings be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
Oh shit, they could speak now.
Master Leveilleur, if you would.
Of course, they have this asshole say it.
"270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands, in search of a route to access the ethereal sea. This much is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret. What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Hydaelyn herself. She spoke to them of a calamity that would extinguish all life, and of a means by which we might be spared. The moon. 'Tis in truth a gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them from this doom. Much like Nunkref's hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
Of course they asked Charlene to do this. This makes sense, because in their history they've literally done this before.
No small undertaking. To facilitate the great work, the Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of Hydaelyn, who presently reside on the moon. Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge, not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
You reveal this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago.
Yep.
Which is why we must in earnest begin preparations for the great exodus. For his impressive contributions and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, we have elected Master Leveilleur to
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Fellow scribes and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale. We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation. The wisdom of Charlene has ever been a shining beacon in the darkness, and so it shall continue to be. It is our solemn charge to see our heritage preserved for future generations. For those who will come after, we will brave a new frontier.
I don't trust this.
Administrative edicts will be relayed to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
Do you remember what Mother told us when we visited home? That it wasn't until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work. If that great work of his was the evacuation of this star, then...
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit.
I see. That makes more sense now.
Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave. Thank you. I shan't be long.
If it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
Alice, watch your fucking mouth, alright?
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
Nay, we do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so. Eorzea is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
Oh, I don't know. How about you lied to us?
Boast the boundless wisdom of Charlemagne? We have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures, and have conversed with no small number of peoples. These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome, nor charted on any map. The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the lands they love. Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do?
He didn't think about that, I bet.
To ignore the plight
I don't think
of those
Highland
one
did
might
either.
conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence. This is why we choose to fight.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father. Only that you don't turn a blind eye to the good we have done. That we can still do. We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
I'm sure we'll find it. Oh wow, for once he's speechless.
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
You know,
Were he not so consumed with self-righteousness, he might tell you how proud he is of you both.
I think he is secretly proud.
Bold words call for bold action. And there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
Yep.
As if I ever would. So long as they wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
The roast there.
If we're to do that, we'll need to be well rested. Wouldn't you agree? Having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
Yep. And also better clothes. Jesus. God, give me something better than this.
Shall we then?
I can't even see my own face.
To the annex. To prepare for tomorrow.
Skyro, you said that Amaranth would be shrouded in ruin from Zodiark. I'm shrouded in ruin from this outfit. What is this top? What am I wearing? I still hate it. The one you're wearing IRL? No, this is fine. This is fine. I'm talking about the one right there. Look at this. It looks like it's on backwards. See, like... Why? Kral tells me the forum made a rather momentous announcement, so there's to be great exodus, is there? I'm reminded of my narrow escape from the Isle of Vol, the realization, the running, the mixture of relief and regret after. Why me, I ask myself. Why me? Why us? Why now? Why wonder? There's no use fretting over the cosmic morality or lack thereof. We're here and we will get through this together. And who knows? Maybe my luck will rub off and grant everyone a narrow escape. There's no harm in praying for as much. Oh, but enough of my rambling. I'm sure you're exhausted. Your chamber awaits. Oh yeah, I forgot to open these. God, I need to take care of this shit. I could just throw those in like a... What do I call it? Oh. I like everything but the top. It's just the top that bothers me. I feel like I'm wearing it backwards. Who's visiting me now? I'm on the bloody worlds? That doesn't look so good. Oh, okay. Stenians? I don't know who it'll be. Could be any of those people. Oh my god, how did I guess?
You're alone. Good. The twins thought now would be a wonderful time to pay a visit to my chambers. Rather than listen to them bicker over tonight's snacks and tomorrow's plans, I seized the first opportunity to make my escape.
You are way better than me at this.
To their credit, they decided against intruding on your peace and quiet.
Yes, thank you for that. You feeling alright, dude?
Can all be a bit exhausting at times, can't it?
Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure what to make of you at first. During the Dragon Song War, how quick you were to take up a cause not your own. But I came to see that is simply the way of you and yours.
Yep. It's just how we work.
To understand this talk of ancient primals and the final days. But I trust in your judgment and choose to believe in your cause. You and Alphino have my lance, now and always. You'll need it. Rack and ruin looming on the horizon. Calamity bearing down upon us.
Yeah.
There's no place I'd rather be than here. Standing shoulder to shoulder with friends on the front line. So do not hesitate to send me against your enemies. I'll make them rue the day they met me.
Of course you would.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I could do with a little air. If Alphino asks, I was never here.
Okay. Wait, are you gonna jump from my balcony? He is. Okay. In the Alamegan Quarter. Oh, they just found out, didn't they?
Thank the gods that tower is gone. The sight of it was enough to make me sick.
Yep.
Thank the Eorzea contingent, more like. Word is, they fought their way into Garlemald and toppled the bloody thing themselves. Not just the one, neither. All the towers have up and vanished.
Oh.
I heard the same. Commander Aldin and his troops helped keep casualties to a minimum, too. But is it true they brought back tempered Garlean soldiers?
As Commander Aldin tells it, they've a treatment for that now. But don't you worry. Cured or not, they've no plans to bring them into the city proper.
I see. Well, that's a relief then. I know we've brothers and sisters among the lot, but I can't say I'm eager to welcome them home.
Oh.
Wanted to think about it for a while yet. But to be looked after in Alagana for the time being.
Oh. What in the fuck? Meanwhile in Ishgard. Oh, yeah, we haven't been to Ishgard in a little while. What's going on over here? That's just like patch 5.5? No, patch 5.5. Oh, hey.
Another day, another commission of paramount importance.
Erinville.
Oh, what have we here?
What in the bloody world?
Hey, are you all right?
No.
Was that? No. The shadows play tricks, nothing more.
Erinville, get out of there.
The towers are gone, and the Garlean threat is abated. Yet, why does it feel as though it's about to get much, much worse?
Oh god, he wasn't there when they made the announcement. What is that? What just covered Thavnir? Headgear. Huh. Oh, Orin, I was just about to call for you. I'm afraid we've received another call for assistance. This one comes from Razat Han. The others have assembled in the main hall to discuss the situation. You must join them at once. Alright, so luckily for you guys, because of the wait time that happened when we first logged in today, you guys get an hour and a half more of me. I know. I'm going over, but... yeah. Ah, there you are. Alright. Our worst fears have come to pass, but moments ago we received grim tidings from our contact in Razat Han. Vile beasts have appeared as if out of nowhere, claiming one victim after the next. What's more, they say the very sky burns above them. It's actually... Good gods, the final day is already upon us. It would appear so. Sadly, that is all the information we have at present. No doubt the people of Razat Han are busy fighting for their lives. Then we must go at once. They need our help. Agreed. Kral, you'd best remain here with Tataru and gather what knowledge you have. You are in no condition for a long journey, I imagine. Very well. Similar phenomenon may have been observed elsewhere, and if so, we must know about it at once. Oh no, you are not bringing her... Be safe out there, yes? Let us make first for Yedilmad. We must prepare ourselves for what may lie ahead. To Thavnir we go. I actually like the environment in Thavnir. I think it's really suiting. Although it's not... I have a feeling it's not going to be as suiting once I enter here. I have a feeling everything's going to be on fire. Am I right?
And lo, vile beasts did rise.
I'm right. They weren't kidding about the red skies.
Leaving naught in their wake but blood and ash.
Ew, tentacle things.
And boil seas. And our sins ascend unto the heavens. Three dooms to unmake all we were.
The sky burns. The final days are truly upon us.
It's already started.
My friends, I trust you have heard the news.
We have. What can you tell us of the situation, Your Excellency?
Just leaves.
Last night, the isle was rocked by tremors, and the earth itself cried out. Aloft, the heavens began to burn. From all about, unholy beasts, the likes of which we had never seen, came forth in fury and rage. No. To say they came forth would be inexact. The people of Razat Han themselves transformed into these baleful fiends. Although the phenomenon was observed throughout our lands, the first creature, the largest and most dreadful of the lot, wrought havoc upon us here in our fair city. Though they bear superficial resemblance to divinities of legend, they are ungodly abominations. The people decry them as blasphemies. The large one's rampage has since taken it to the northern reaches of the island. I mean to dispatch our radiant host in an attempt to quell the threat.
And what of Vritra?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Vitra too makes for the north of his own accord, and yet he knows the blasphemy and its minions were but yesterday his beloved people. I pray his boundless compassion and mercy does not deter him from taking unenviable but necessary action.
I hope so too.
Understood. I ask that you allow us to aid you in quelling this threat.
You would risk your lives to help us yet again? I have no words to express my gratitude.
I mean, what else do you want us to do, dude?
Our regiments approach the north from several directions, with a number of units set to depart from the docks of Yedlimat. They will make landfall in an area of dense jungle, where one can expect to encounter dangers even beyond the fell beasts we hunt.
Oh?
I leave you to your preparation. You will find me at the docks when you are ready to depart.
Don't die when you get there.
We're as prepared as we'll ever be. Let's go.
Yep. I'm ready. Alright, Ahiwan. Everyone has assembled, yes? I thank you for lending us your aid in our battle against the blasphemy. Let us review our plan of attack. I would have you board this boat and circle around the north side of the island. There you will find a dense jungle we call Vanaspati. It is a sacred wood, home to many temples and a number of villages. Vritra and the Radiant Host have gone there ahead of us. I ask that you join them and do all in your power to destroy this blasphemy. Hey, new dungeon. $13. Alright, Party Finder. Please tell me you have something here. You don't. Oh, wait a minute. We're already almost got them all. Hey, we got them all. Okay. Never mind. Don't have to worry about it. Come on, tank. Come on, tank. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what we got here. The previous one reminded me of, Shadow of the Colossus almost. You know, like the way that the mouth is structured. Alright, boys. Let's get going.
My friends, heed me. These are children of Thavner. Forgive me. I could do them no harm.
God damn it, you couldn't do your job? Terminus Pursuer. That's the name, huh? That's one hell of a name. Well, what the hell is tethered to me? Oh. I think that's supposed to be there, maybe? Alright, Bahamut, come on, do your thing.
If this is the only way.
Oh, Vritra, you're right here. Oh, I didn't even notice you were there, dude.
Silence the beasts of the air. Pray continue onward.
It seems to be the only way, dude, so, like, get your ass to it. God damn it, we got our tank pulling over here. Trying to pull as many monsters as he can. I can't blame him. Gets us through the dungeon faster. Although I think he's pulling a little bit too much if you ask me. But who am I to judge? Oh god, I'm almost dead. Alright, Ifrit, your time to shine. Burn these people to ash. Ew, it's the tentacle. It's the tentacle monstrous things. There we go. Oh boy. Ew. Terminus. Snatcher. Wait a minute, that's just a bigger version of the things we just fought. Why am I doing barely any damage against them? That's so confusing to me. Oh, Jesus. Oh god, that's disturbing. That's very... Oh my... What the hell is that? Why is it... Oh god, I cannot have this right now. I mean, I should have seen that coming, to be honest. He's been doing it in a pattern. So that's my fault. Oh, I get it. I stop when it... Hey, that worked! I just got a W from that. Alright. Oh god, we gotta spread. Alright, he's almost dead. Thank god he's dead. Whew, that was tough.
What is this vile presence I sense?
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, what the fuck, guys? I summon Garuda and you don't even let me use her? Why am I doing more damage with Ruin than I am with the others? It seems to be very odd to me. I should actually look to see if there's anything new inside of my casting menu. I haven't checked. None of it makes sense to me. Oh, well, it's a pretty simple pattern, alright? First, you use the summon Bahamut, then you use Bahamut to deal some damage. Then, you get access to Garuda, Titan, and Ifrit, and then you choose whichever one you want to use, and then you do damage with all three of them. And then, you do the same, you summon Phoenix, and then you do damage with them. Oh my. 3 at once? Okay. And then you just repeat it, the same thing with Garuda, Titan, and Ifrit. Make sense? That's pretty much the rotation. And there are doodads and stuff that you can use in between, at least for now, but... You know, it's a basic thing. It's like, people always say, and I don't understand this process in their brains where they think this. That summoner is a hard job to understand. It's like, really, it never was. Now, if you were to do this with something, say, like, I don't know, like, if you were a, one of those healing classes, I forgot the specific healing class that you get from leveling up, this boss, but, not boss, what am I saying? This class, but there was a base one, and then you go down to two different ones. One's a healer, one's a DPS. And they both share the same experience, so, like, if you level up... Scholar, that's it, Scholar. Right, the one that, that everybody said rip Scholar after, Endwalker, because they were like, oh, Jesus, this job has nothing. But yeah, if you were to go from Scholar to Summoner, I could see it being difficult in that sense. But otherwise, you're fine. If you played DPS before, you know what to do. Oh my god, what is that? Alright, Phoenix, do your thing. Oh my god, what is that? Oh boy. God damn it. It caught me again. Alright. The only thing that doesn't make sense to me here is, what in the bloody world am I supposed to do when it lifts up the tail? Good thing is it's almost over, so. Alright, Titan, come on, let's finish this off. Ooh, pants. Wait a minute, when did... Okay, where is everybody? How'd they get all the way up there? Oh my god. I mean, just look at all that. That is creepy as hell. It's like if a squid were to literally be, like, above you when you're underwater. Oh god, turn away, turn away. There we go. Thank God I've been playing Palace of the Dead enough for my friends to tell me, yo, look away. Because what's funny is I used to get caught up by that. I thank you for the casting ring. Garuda, come on. This is way too easy. These ads are way too easy. But then again, they're ads, so what did I expect? Oh, that's the wrong button, damn it. Now it's time for the last fight. Blasphemy. Svarbanu. Svarbanu. Did I say that right? Varbanu? where do I stand? Oh, here, yeah. That makes sense. Red is usually bad. Yo, Frosty, how's it going, man? We are currently facing a giant monster that one of these people turned into. And, yeah, just finished downloading Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 for the emulator. Oh, really? Have you played Kingdom Hearts before? That's my question. Only 3? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm just gonna warn you right now. You're missing a game in between there. Oh god, it's in the. Oh god. Oh my god. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts Re-Enchanted Memories takes place between 1 and 2 and came out before 2. And if you don't play that, then you won't understand what's going on. A friend was complaining about retro game prices, told him to emulate the F out of them. Fair enough, but, yeah, with Kingdom Hearts, you don't have to worry about retro games because they have the all-in-one package that exists. I don't know if you heard about that. I'm just letting you know because, like, the story so far, yes, correct. Because that's literally what it is. It's the story so far up to Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh my god, I almost died there. I'm currently still undergoing through that game budget challenge. Oh yeah, that's right. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair though, the story so far is like... Actually, how much did it cost? Like, I think it was like 60 bucks. At least for the PlayStation. 0 out of 10, I'm proud so far. What do you mean? Because, like, there's, like, 10 games in there. Bro. Like, if you think that isn't a fair price, that's... Well, 10 games and movies. Some of them they decided not to make into games, but, you know. Haven't bought any games yet, but there's only 4 I have my eye on. Oh, really? What are those? YS8? Tales of Arise, Yakuza 6 and 7. Oh yeah, that's right. You mentioned those. Okay. I forgot that. Sorry. I think that was like the third time that you mentioned that, actually. I don't need the gunblade, my dude. You take it. Merry late Christmas. You damn right you are. Sorry, buddy.
As I feared.
What is it?
They just can't stop doing this to us, can they?
The beast was there, and now it is no more. Yes?
I saw that tweet that you
Indeed.
put out. Yes, I saw that, actually.
But you didn't.
Bloody
did you?
hell.
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well. There is no ether. Where the creatures should be, I saw naught but emptiness.
Oh my god.
Emptiness?
DDR arcade microtransactions?
Recall the words of the Watcher.
I have no words,
ether,
honestly.
A cessation of flow leading to decay and absence that led the ancients to conclude their star was dying.
Like, dude, you thought EA was bad? I know this because I heard about this. They in that new Metal Gear game that they came out with without a Kojima, they straight up made you have to pay for extra save slots. Yep. You had to pay for extra save slots. Why?
This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether
Metal
begins
Gear to Survival and Super Bomberman R killed my respect.
away like dried mud,
Oh, wait a minute, they made Super Bomberman?
until, from their corporeal forms to their very souls, naught remains.
But the beast spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Mayhaps so. But even if the process was incomplete, it was little more than a faint residue.
Gods be good. You're saying they cannot be saved?
Not by any means known to me. Or by any means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to save.
Yeah.
They return not even to the ethereal sea.
They just disappear. Konami acquired Bomberman in 2012 after Hudson Soft was bought out. Ah. Seriously though, what was wrong with Bomberman R?
The beasts rage on, their hunger insatiable. Even deprived of their master, they perpetuate his legacy of hate. Once proud sons and daughters of Thavnir, all of them, and now I spill their blood.
Vitra, my friends.
Terrible level
heartened
designs
to
with
see
some
you
of the
safe.
cheapest enemy placements. Oh wow.
put your secret at risk. Those closest to me already know the truth. A truth I must now share with one and all. Vitra, calamity has come to Radzatan. Our fair nation is rent by screams of pain and despair. More than ever, we require a strong leader to shepherd us through the storm. Reveal your true self to our people, Vitra, and guide us to salvation.
What madness is this, I-One? Thou dost forget thyself.
No, he's right.
Were we to reveal our duplicity, it would do naught but foster confusion and chaos.
Wouldn't they already be confusion and chaos?
Easing hearts and leading the people to safety is thy task, and thine alone. I ask that you remain at Ahewan's side, and render unto him what aid you may. I know not what lies ahead, but without you, Radzatan will not survive.
Take me with you. I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me with you.
There we go.
Were my words unclear? I require no assistance. Thy place is at Ahewan's side.
Estinian, here. It's the last thing you ever wanted. A link pearl. We'd gain much from knowing your elevated perspective. And it'll keep you from getting lonely, which I know you love.
How has he not gotten a link pearl yet?
Coming with you after all.
Man's going around without a fucking cell phone.
Then I pray thy grip is iron. Be it on thy head if thou dost chance to fall.
Fair enough. Now, shall we?
Oh boy.
It is as Vitra says, we will not survive this on our own. While I am loath to impose upon you again.
I would insist if you did not. 'Tis the very reason we have come.
Then once more I find myself without words to thank you properly. Let us return to the capital and plan our next course of action.
Right. But yeah, I do feel you with that. Like, I've seen some bad level designs before. Trust me. Trust me. Our radiant host has eliminated the immediate threat to the city, though it pains me to know those beasts are once my own people. There is no telling when or where the next transformation might occur. We must remain vigilant and steel ourselves for whatever is yet to come. Oh, we got paint. Forgive me, my friends, but I must return to Megaduta for the time being. There I can manage this crisis and dispatch my troops as the situation demands. In that case, We shall carry out an investigation of our own here in the city. Mayhap the residents can tell us more about the first of the transformations and the conditions under which it occurred. If we can ascertain what exactly triggered these tragic events, it may give us some insight as to a possible solution. Time is of the essence. Let us split into 3 groups that we may cover more ground. Alcé and I will seek to Pox's path. Thancred and Y'shtola, pray make for Dharma. I leave Arthur to Graha and you, Orin. Any information you can gather on the first blasphemy or the manifestation of the final days here in the city would be most helpful. When we have completed our respective inquiries, let us reconvene in front of Megaduta, that we might share what we've learned with the satrap. Shall we be off then? Arthur is home to the High Crucible of Alchemia, whose alchemists forged many of our warding scales. That seems as good a place as any to begin our investigation, don't you think? I spoke briefly with Nuadine, the chief alchemist there, on our last visit. He should be happy to answer our queries. Alright, first things first. I want that goddamn stone. I am not having the ability to teleport here ever again. Hell yes, you put us near it. No! You still won't let us do it, you bastard. So what other level designs have you, like, what exactly about the level designs did you not like about Bomberman, R, or whatever it was? I remember those red eyes. You were with those scions who commissioned the scales from us, yes? I welcome you back to the High Crucible. What brings you here in these troubling times? We are assisting the satrap in investigating the crisis that plagues the city. Did you happen to catch sight of any of the creatures? I did. As I was going about my work, I was disturbed by crashing footsteps so powerful that the very ground shook. I rushed outside and could not believe what I beheld. The night sky was burning. Suddenly I heard panicked screams coming from the direction of Balsan Bazaar. In the next instant, a monstrous beast poked its head out from amidst the stalls. A handful of the Radiant rushed to the scene, only to be sent sprawling as the fiends and its minions propelled themselves skyward. So the blasphemy came from the vicinity of the markets. This knowledge may prove useful. I thank you for sharing your tale. Well, I do believe we now know where we should inquire next. The bazaar, then. But yeah, cheap enemy placement is always a pain in the ass, dude. Like... well, not a pain, but it's just annoying. Oh, what do you have to say, Graha? So this is Thavnerian weave. I must say, it bears a resemblance to the traditional fabrics of Corvos. Small wonder, really, given that it's just across the water. Not that I'm much of an expert in Corvosi culture, of course. I've not had the occasion to visit my ancestral home since coming to Charlian, and like as not, I will never reside there again. That said, in recent days I've felt more acutely aware of my heritage, and grateful for it is. It is thanks to my forebears that I inherited the royal eye, and with it the wisdom of ancient Alog. And so, well, I simply hope that my countrymen are safe, and one day, when the calamity is but a memory, I would like to see Corvos again, if only once. I hope to go there too, my friend. Forgive me, but my shop closed until further notice. Needless to say, we've more pressing concerns these days. We have come not in search of wares, but information concerning the enormous flens that tore through the bazaar. Did you perchance witness anything? Afraid not, my friend. I was here the whole time, so I only saw its little minions. Made a mess of the place, they did. While that was all going on, the great big one tore through the west side of the bazaar. You'd have better luck asking there. The west side, eh? Well, thank you for the information. That was very useful. Sisters, have mercy. What is happening to the world? What am I to do? Is nowhere safe? Settle down, friend. The danger is past, at least for now. If it's not too painful to remember, could you tell us what you saw? First I heard the screams, then a horde of ravening beasts came charging towards us. One of them was huge, bigger than a merid, throwing people around like ragdolls, and it was eating them. I hid under the counter, saw others do the same, but the shrieking and wailing kept getting louder, more voices in the throng. Beasts or victims, I couldn't tell. I knew not what was happening. I still don't. That is enough, my good man. You were brave to share with us your tale. Many of your fellow merchants are safe. I won't say that. The High Crucible, too, has survived mostly unscathed. Pray stay close to your friends and loved ones, and rest your body and mind while you are there. Is something the matter, traveler? If you are lost, perhaps it could be of assistance. Your offer is most appreciated. We are not lost, but we are in need of your information. Might you know anything about the gargantuan beast that rampaged throughout the bazaar? I saw it all, though I wish I had not. I was going about my work when all of a sudden a piercing scream cut through the air. I turned around and there was the fiend, its massive body bursting through that entryway with the force of a tidal wave, and then it was gone as quickly as it came. That is the extent of what we will learn here, I think. Shall we take a moment to consider our findings elsewhere? Judging by their accounts, the transformation had already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar. It tore through the west side of the bazaar and headed towards the Aetheryte Plaza. In other words, the blasphemy may have first appeared in this vicinity. That being the case, the people in that Mehane can surely tell us more. $11:45 and we should be done. Hey, here's another one that we have to attune to. Going after the enormous beast, are you? I saw it, including the very instant that poor bastard transformed. Damn the gods for putting me there. It started over there by the window, a few men, merchants probably, talking and drinking. Conversation must have taken a turn for the worst. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hands, and black mist was swirling about him. Then his whole body bursts apart, and there stands a hideous, slavering beast, massive and foul, all gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends start shrieking, then the black mist comes again until the change takes them too. The stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Nightmarish indeed. Incidentally, do you perchance know who those merchants were? No, I'm a decorator by trade, not much cause to mingle with their sort. Saw Milil, the barmaid, chatting with them, though. She might know something. Oh, well, she doesn't want to talk, I guess. Even after repairing all that damage, it'll take a while for business to pick up again. You know anything? You mean the blasphemy? That's what the Radiant have been calling it anyway. I saw it too, we all did. I was standing here at the counter as Marie poured me a drink when suddenly there came this dreadful sound, like a pained, angry moan. It was unlike anything I've ever heard. I turned around in shock, and from an ominous cloud of black mist rose the creature, enormous and ghastly to behold. As for what happened next, to recall it sends shivers up my spine. By some stroke of fortune, I was able to slip outside before the beast got its claws on me. But the sight that greeted me offered no solace. The blue sky above turned red as blood. Marie, myself, and other survivors clung to each other for dear life until the radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did I hear you correctly? The beast manifested before the sky began to burn. I'm certain of it. The windows here offer a clear view of the sky, and I saw nothing out of the ordinary until the beast appeared and began to rage. Interesting. We have come not for libations, but rather information. You are Mihail, yes? We are investigating the so-called blasphemy on the satrap's behalf. We hear it was one of your customers, a merchant that first underwent the transformation. What can you tell us about him? He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Kalzahi was his name. He ran his own consortium, dealing primarily in the exports of Thavnarian specialties. Oh my god, you're right. That's how we met Matsya. Yes, the name rings a bell. Didn't you meet them both on your first trip to Thavnir? If I recall correctly, Kalzal ran a trading operation in Yenilmid, and it was there you made Matya's acquaintance. Yes, that is the same Kalzal, no doubt. A rather successful man, from what I gather. That I said, it was clear that he had fallen on hard times of late. Those ghastly towers popping up everywhere cannot have been good for business. Even now, with the towers gone, the collapse of the empire has led to all sorts of problems elsewhere. The market for luxuries is surely not what it once was. Trying times for the head of a trading consortium, indeed. Kalzal was a compassionate man. Even as his own business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and many others who counted on him to sell their wares. Indeed, that was the very topic of yesterday's meeting, as far as I could hear. Yet as they discussed matters further, Kalzal's tone grew grave and grim. It was then that... Forgive me, I would not have you recall the memory if it brings you pain. If I could, I would ask just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual about Kalzal in particular? Please, anything at all. Sorry, nothing springs to mind. Perhaps someone else can help you. Kalzal lived for his work and had no family that I know of. His employees and associates knew him best, but they are too lost to us. Still, perhaps his neighbors know something I do not. I can direct you to them if you believe it would help. What do you say? Amidst the apocalypse. Kalzal made his home in Kama, a nearly residential area. From what I gather, Kalzal lived there since childhood and was known throughout the neighborhood. Kama, the name is new to me. How do we get there? I'll write down some directions. I cannot promise that you will find what you seek there, but if nothing else, it is a start. Come, let's see where this lead takes us. Let's see. Where's that thing I was looking for? Yeah, here. Alright, we'll do 2 more quests, I think, and then we'll call it a day. That seems fair enough. Oh, Graha, what do you got to say here? We're to retrace our steps and head back towards the Aetherite Plaza. Okay. So he's gonna help us, like, make our way back. That's kind of what these interactions are right now. That's kind of cool. Because this place is kind of like a maze. Let me in! We ascend the stairs. Ah, okay. Alright. Now what? Southeast. Right here. I know, right? These places are very, very hard to navigate. Here we are, comma. And this must be, comma. We've arrived at last. Let us begin questioning the residents without delay. No doubt someone here can tell us more about Kalzal. Given recent events, I imagine many are taking shelter indoors. This is a tune here. Could you come back another time? I just woke up, and I'm not exactly in the mood for idle chit-chat. Well, that's one way to avoid the panic, I suppose. Pardon our intrusion. You may not have noticed, but a great danger has come to Thavnir. I encourage you to stay alert and prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. But before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask a question or two. Did you know a local merchant named Kalzal? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him recently? Kalzal? I know him. In fact, we just spoke the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed as though he'd managed to turn things around thanks to a generous order from Ruveda Fibers. Why, he was practically dancing in the streets. I haven't spoken with him since, but I assume it all went well. Jinabaha might be able to tell you more, though. As I recall, he was the one who broke with the arrangement. Jinabaha Ruveda Fibers. Let's make a point to visit him after we've spoken with the others. Alright, sorry to disturb you, sir. Let's talk to this guy. Assuming. Mati. Kalzal, you say? Yes, I've known him since he was a boy. If there was ever a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart and late to return, he'd spend his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. You could say it came to him as easily as breathing. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really, with how dangerous travel has become. He was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day, no doubt wrecking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then at night I heard the door open. I looked out to see Kalzal sitting on a bench, his head hung low, a man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. I see, the situation must have been quite dire indeed. Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary? Nothing to speak of other than the troubles with his consortium. He was the same old Kalzal, cordial and honest like always. These questions you are asking, has something happened to him? He wasn't caught up in the terrible incident at the bazaar, was he? I don't travel much these days, but my daughter told me not to venture outside, stuck in here as I am. I've heard little about those bazaar goings-on. Rest assured, the city is safe now, but the situation may change without warning. I urge you, stay close to your daughter and be prepared to take refuge should the satrap order it. Alright, let's see where we're going next. If I am not mistaken, these stairs lead to Dharma. It is quite the sight, the red sky above. During the final days of yore, the heavens burned and the stars fell. Creation magics run amok. That was my assumption when I saw Amarot. Perhaps the ancients believed the same, that the terror of a single powerful individual was the cause of their calamity. And yet those self-same horrors now manifest themselves before our eyes. What could it be that set the heavens aflame and turned ordinary men into beasts? Good question. Very good question. That's what we're here to find out. Oh hey, we landed in the right place. And hurry. I say, there's no time to waste. Pardon me, but are you in charge of buying and selling here? Yes? We have a few questions that we'd like to... I'm sorry, but I simply don't have time to chat. If you haven't noticed, we have our hands full at the moment. We must carry all our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. Yeah, we need to talk to you. In that case, might we be of assistance? Perhaps we could speak when the job is done. Very well. You could start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others what to put where. And you can carry our fabrics. Oh, that should be easy enough. Go through that door and speak with Kamale. She'll tell you the rest. Remember, these textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. Will do. Will do. The world is ending and we're worrying about fucking fabric. Great. This area is for employees only. Out. What's that? You've come to help. Oh, praise be to Minduruva. Kind stranger, I welcome your assistance. On your way here, you pass 3 storehouses. Yes, I'd like you to carry that small crate to Nabrifal, by the storehouse near the hatchery. The crate of clothing is for Manuna, and that massive crate there goes to Zamiria by the middle storehouse. Watch your back with that one. Those are all the crates we have ready. Once they've been delivered, consider your work here complete. Oh god, I got limited time? Limiting my time is a bad idea. Here, take this. Oh, you. Manuna. Take this. Weighty crate. Oh no, this is gonna be the largest one, isn't it? Oh, thank God he's right there. You've carried it, all the crates to the storehouses, you say? And so quickly, too. Why, I'd never seen anyone so strong. I and my associates will see to the rest, so please return to Jinabaha and assure him our work is proceeding apace. To tell the truth, we're grateful for this distraction. Too many terrible happenings of late, but generous souls like yourself give me hope that we may emerge from this trial even stronger. I pray we meet again in more peaceful times. So do I. Done as I asked, have you? If Kamala is satisfied with your work, then so am I. You have done us a great favor, traveler. I too have delivered the instruments and apparatus entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we'll not lose any more to those fiends. I take it that your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed? We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers have already left for the day, but those of us still here saw it all. We looked to the burning skies in confusion, and then, before we could even begin to make sense of it, his creature burst through the doors, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out, a scream of such agony, such terror, and in the next instant, he too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then he too transformed. I'm sorry, there was something you wanted to ask? Indeed, you know the merchant Kalzal, did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Kalzal? I knew him well. We'd arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics, but in the end, we'd received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission, and we'd have been fools to refuse. I felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand we simply had no choice. He tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejection and despair was plain as day. He said he'd discussed it with his associates, but I could tell he'd all but given up hope. Dejection and despair. You remember what we saw in Venaspati, yes? Soldiers and jungle dwellers pushed to the very brink, turning into beasts one after the next? It would seem the same phenomenon occurred here. The poor craftsmen attacked by the fiends, as well as those that witnessed it, all undergoing a change. I suspect that everything began with Kalzal. By all accounts, it was he who suffered from the most profound and piercing despair. Wait, could that be it? That such intense emotions were what triggered his transformation? Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Alright, we'll do this last one. We were to reconvene with the others in front of Megaduta, were we not? That should be just outside. With any luck, they will have already returned for their own investigations. My friend, we must take our leave. I pray that your establishment is spared further tragedy, but remember, your lives are far more precious than any wares. If you are ordered to flee, do so without hesitation. Indeed, I thank you for your concern and pray you too take care as well. Oh boy.
There you are. You've spoken with the survivors.
Yep. Oh,
Indeed.
perfect way to end the
We
episode.
thought to share what we have gleaned.
Voice
We
acted
might
episode.
together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances.
I mean, voice acted cutscene.
Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
Yep. Here's what we found out.
So the merchant Kalzal was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his untimely end.
Yep. Whew. It's hot in here.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another.
Yep.
Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients. With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors. Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous.
Right.
Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts, a common thread with what we now witness.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings.
Yeah.
Why remains to be seen. But there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not. Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
Maybe.
If I may, there was another detail that troubled me.
That would be Graha?
We have it on good authority that Karl Zal's transformation took place before the skies began to burn.
What? If that's true, then the situation is more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast.
That's
even
horrifying.
lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
Look! It's the Sartre! The Sartre!
Thank the heavens.
Ah, he's back.
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this
I'm very
sanctuary,
conflicted about that.
the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Palaka's stand? My grandson was bound for there yesterday and I worry for his life.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share.
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
You are?
I'm Matya of Akyali, a humble fisherman.
Matya.
Ah, I remember you from our first visit.
Wait, you're... But no, that can wait. When the skies turned red, I set off for Palaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend. But as I drew near the village,
What was that
I
still
saw
like cut there?
dreadful beasts all about.
No! God have mercy! Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore our bravest warriors limb from limb! What if we are too late, huh? They catch him, stick their fangs into him? The fangs! Oh, the screams!
Oh, great. There's more.
Get away from her, now!
God damn it. What the fuck?
We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
Run as fast as you can.
Oh shit. Just squash that man. Oh god, the Satrap's in trouble.
Vitra, our people, you must save them.
What the fuck?
My son.
God damn it.
Enough. You must run.
They're already getting to me.
For their sake and your own.
Oh, fuck, I'm already feeling the tears.
Yes, you will survive. You must.
Oh, you got to him in time. Thank you, Graha. Jesus. This is like that thing that they mentioned, when we were last here. That theory that they had. What in the hell? What's Graha doing?
Be strong, my friends. Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations! Brave men and women of the Radiant Host, lend your Stola and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape. The rest of you, flee this place. Carry the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground.
Do it.
Above all, stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that.
Alphino! Alice! Leave the city to us, and make for Palaka's stand at once! Matya, show my friends to the village. I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest.
Right.
Yep.
Go with them, will you? We will save these people. As many as we can.
You better come back, Graha, alright? I ain't gonna have another fake out death from you, god damn it. We must save Palaka's stand, whatever it takes. Matya, it pains me to put you into harm's way, but I would ask your aid as well. Of course, Palaka's stand is not far, just down that hill. But as I told His Excellency before, the path was blocked by terrible creatures. I had no choice but to turn back. In that case, this is what we shall do. Orin, I ask that you take the lead and dispatch any beast you encounter. Alice and I will keep Matsuya hidden amidst the trees and follow where the path is clear. Time to smash some shit. Come, Carbuncle, it's time. I would just keep on going. Actually, I think this is the other side of Rodzat Han. I don't think we've been here before. What the fuck? Up, I see a crystal down here. Jesus. It cannot be. Oh my god. We must heal those we can and quickly. I see no beast, but stay on your guard. He has no pulse. Oh my god. Here. Have you come to help us? Too late. Too late, my family, my friends. Alright, it's time to end things for tonight. Let's see. Are these the only villagers who survived? I can only hope others managed to flee, but if the rest have been turned to beasts by the 12, let us do what we can to see that the damage spreads no further. And no matter what comes, we must keep our spirits high, lest we ourselves suffer a similar fate. Alright, everybody. Unfortunately, I am going to have to wrap things up for today. Or I guess... Yeah, I guess I'll say today. So if you haven't, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already and you enjoyed what you saw here, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me over on Twitter to stay up to date if you want to go live next. Oh yeah, and follow me over here on Twitch as well. And I will see you guys next time. I can't rate anybody pretty much because yeah, I'm currently, yeah, I'm in spoiler territory. We'll see who we can find. Maybe I can't stay too long. It's 12 o'clock. I gotta take a shower. Jesus. Oh, I guess we can raid Flap then. Actually, he's here. He's currently playing Persona 5 Strikers, so yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Alright, bye.